Important update! The home buying process has had a major overhaul. Are you looking to make a move and are in the market for your next dream home? It's crucial that you're aware of the new rules and laws that are in force when it comes to home buying. Hi, my name is Susan Roberts with Homes by Roberts Realty, brokered by eXp Realty. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making a move, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information you need is in the description below so that we can help you make a smooth move. The home buying process has had a major overhaul, and I'd say that the buying process has evolved, but that would indicate that this recent change moves the home buying and selling process to a higher level, and I personally don't believe that to be the case. So let's get on to the nitty-gritty nuances of the new laws. As of July 1st, 2024, changes to Indiana's real estate laws have introduced significant adjustments to how home buying is now conducted, particularly concerning buyer agency agreements. Most of the rest of the nation got to wait until August 17th, so for once, Indiana was out of the gate before most of the other states. The biggest change is that from now on, before a realtor can show you a property, even unlock the door, you'll need to sign a buyer's agency agreement. All real estate brokers in Indiana are required by law to have a written and signed buyer agency agreement before they can ever show a buyer a home and or represent a buyer in any transaction. This requirement is part of a broader effort to increase transparency and ensure that both parties in a real estate transaction are fully aware of their rights and obligations. This agreement, whether exclusive or non-exclusive, is now a requirement. Without it, realtors are prohibited from showing properties, and violating this rule could lead to hefty fines. And who wants that? Buyer agency agreements have been around for a long time, but were not used by the majority of agents, as many buyers objected to signing them. Note that a buyer can sign for just one property or for a period of time. Also note that the buyer agent's commission percent is stated in the agreement. If you'd like to see a copy of the buyer agency agreement, put BAA, that's B as in boy, A as in apple, A as in apple, in the comments below. Keep in mind that this buyer's agency agreement isn't just a formality. It's a legal contract that binds you to a specific agent for a set period of time or at a specific flat rate or commission percentage. This agreement also outlines the agent's duties, compensation, and the level of service you can expect. Just like sellers, buyers now need to officially hire their agent, emphasizing the importance of working with a knowledgeable and experienced realtor. In this new landscape, it's crucial for buyers to take the selection of their agent seriously, just as sellers have always done. While sellers may still cover a buyer's agent commission, this information is no longer available in the MLS. Buyer's agents will now need to directly contact listing agents to confirm if and how much the seller will compensate. They'll relay this information to you, Mr. Buyer or Mrs. Buyer or Ms. Buyer, so you can make an informed decision. Indiana's new regulations are a response to the broader legal developments, including significant antitrust cases that have called for more transparency in the real estate industry. The National Association of Realtors, NAR, has also been involved in settlements that have influenced these changes, emphasizing the need for clear and formal agreements between buyers and their agents. The Indiana law, yes, it is an actual law passed by the Indiana legislature, mandates that the agreement must outline the terms of representation, including the duration of the agreement and the specific compensation structure. It must also make clear that the broker's compensation is negotiable and not predetermined by law. This change reflects a nationwide trend following those major legal settlements aimed at reforming how real estate agents are compensated, moving away from the traditional model where sellers often covered the commission for both agents that were involved in the sale. At least that was the initial intention. However, sellers, be aware that the buyer's agent compensation can, unlike before the changes, now be a part of the purchase agreement and can now be negotiated along with items like price, closing date, concessions, etc. What does that really mean? If you, Mr. or Mrs. or Ms. Seller, had agreed in your listing agreement to pay X% to a buyer's agent for their commission, that doesn't mean that a buyer's agent has to accept that percentage, like before this new law. The buyer's agent can attach an, are you ready for this, addendum to purchase agreement buyer request for seller to pay buyer broker compensation, wherein said buyer's agent can request another percentage, at which time the seller will need to renegotiate those fees. As to the litigation's main objection that the seller shouldn't pay the buyer agent fees, this addendum puts all the parties right back in the same place as before the litigation, with the realtor fees being deducted from the selling price. Or you might want to look at it another way. The offered price should be high enough to cover those fees. And all it took was several more pieces of paper and documents to be negotiated and signed. Got that? Anyway, as the real estate market adapts to these changes, it is crucial for buyers to understand their relationship with their buyer's agent, and it is now more formalized and contractual. This ensures that the services provided by the buyer agent are clear and that buyers are fully informed about the costs involved in their transactions. If you have any specific questions about how these changes might affect your buying and or selling process, would be wise to consult a knowledgeable real estate professional or legal advisor. Note that a buyer's agency agreement isn't just a formality. It is a legal contract that binds you to a specific agent for a set period. This agreement outlines again the agent's duties, compensation, and the level of service you can expect. Just like sellers, buyers now need to officially hire their agent, emphasizing the importance of working again with a knowledgeable and experienced realtor. You know, just as you wouldn't expect an electrician or a plumber to work for free, the same applies to real estate professionals. Our time, knowledge, and ability to protect you from potential legal pitfalls are invaluable. That's called liability protection. Understanding this shift is key to navigating the current home buying process smoothly. If you have any questions or concerns, we're here to help. Let's discuss how we can make this transition work for you. Signing off, it's Susan Roberts with Homes by Roberts Realty. See you on the other side of sold.